my shades, don't let them see me down. You have taken over my days, so tonight I'm going out.
It was one rainy evening when I received the letter. It was from our third-year advisor, Mrs. Calumba, but was Miss Villanueva way back when she was still single. She was asking me how was I doing and asked if I've heard about my other classmates. Being me, I immediately grabbed a pen and a paper to write back to her. I wrote, "Dearest Mom V, or should I say Mrs. Calumba, I'm doing fine. I'm balancing my work as a cardiologist here in England while preparing for the next movie I would be directing. I hope you and your family would watch it." Anyway, I visited Julian last month in Canada to see her, of course. She is now a doctor at a high-class hospital. Guess what, ma'am? During my stay there in Canada, I saw Charles Carino. Do you know what's the catch? He was with his wife who was pregnant. Did I tell you he was a professor now? Not only one, but with 3 subjects: chemistry, math, and physics. Isn't it amazing? When I was going back here in England, I met Queenie on the plane. She was not my co-passenger because she was a flight stewardess. If you would see her, you would not recognize her. She sure have changed through the years. During my flight, I got my phone. Not the iPhone that was uso during our time, ma'am, but the phone designed and programmed by the one and only Ramil. You still remember him, right? He continued his dream to be a computer programmer. That's not the only catch, ma'am. Did you know that the Elmi love story ended in church? No, they're not dead yet. Yes, they're married now. While Ramil is a computer programmer, Elaine is now an accountant. I bet she manages all they get from Ramil's inventions. Moving on, I went to this fancy restaurant yesterday. It was called Shamol's Restaurant. I became curious with the name because it brought back memories of my past classmates Shang Shang and Kimwell. The food was fantastic there. When I asked the waiter who is their chef, I was shocked to learn that their lead chefs are Krisha and Kimwell. No, I know what you're thinking. They're not together. They just thought to be partners in this kind of business. Speaking of business, have you heard of the news, ma'am? Malik Inzon was given an award as the most outstanding businessman. Let's ask for money from him sometime. By the way, ma'am, I've heard there was a new building built in the Philippines. Don called me last night asking me to come to the opening of the building. I saw some pictures. It was really nice. Don is really a great engineer. Ma'am V, you would not believe me. When I was directing a movie in Rome with my animator, Cal Montemayor, I met Antoinette Nakwa. And guess what? She's a nun. Can you believe it? I never thought she'll be a nun with her beauty. She was not joking when she told us she's going to be one. I had some time to chat with her and I even learned from her that Evans is now an aeronautical engineer and Sanya is working in New York as a medtech. I hope I could visit them soon. While I was in Rome, Italy, I did not waste my time in visiting the place I really wanted to go. Paris! I went to Eiffel Tower and visited some Italian restaurants there too. While I was eating a pizza in a restaurant there, I met Javelin. She's now an accountant. I guess it did not surprise you though. We knew she would be one. My hands are getting sweaty with all the writing. I hope I filled you up. In the next letter, I hope I can tell you what happened to the others. I'm just gonna send my wedding invitation with the next letter. Take care, ma'am. Love, love, love. Visit you soon. P.S. Can you say hi to Christina, your daughter, for me? And tell her she looks like her father. Lol, joke, ma'am. Your most charming student since 2013, Jane. Smiley.